This is the GoPro Hero 10 Black, and this little camera just got a big update on the inside that unlocks some new shooting options, plus it's just a faster, better GoPro. There's actually some good news here for Hero 9 owners as well, because one of the 10's best new features is something you'll be able to use on the Hero 9. I'll go through how the 10 and 9 match up later in the video to help you figure out if you should upgrade or not. But first though, let's go through what the big new features are, and I'll show you some of what it can do. So starting with the Hero 6 Black in 2017, GoPro switched to its own custom processors in its camera. That processor, the GP1, lasted through to the Hero 9 Black. For the Hero 10 Black, you'll get GoPro's new GP2 processor. Now, processor upgrades aren't too exciting for most people, but what the GP2 can do will be. Let's start with the resolutions and frame rates. You can now shoot in 5.3K, that's 5,312 by 2,988 pixels, and that's at 30 or now 60 frames per second. Dropping down to 4K, you can capture at 24, 30, 60, and now 120 frames per second. So you're getting high-res clips that give you smooth motion and incredible slow motion footage. If you want to slow things down even more, you can shoot at 2.7K or 1080 at 240 frames per second. You do get image stabilization with all of them, and GoPro's bumped up the performance on that too. The camera's best stabilization, now called Hyper Smooth 4.0, is available at 5.3K 30, 4K 60, and 2.7K at 120 frames per second. Now, I tested out the stabilization on some theme park rides and a water park at the American Dream Mall near me in New Jersey, and the results were stellar. They're just amazing. And here you can see how much of my body was shaking and the car was shaking that I was in, but the video itself is rock solid and smooth. And this was all shot at 5K or 5.3K at 30 frames per second with Hyper Smooth 4.0. Now that also gives you horizon leveling with a tilt limit up to 45 degrees. And that stabilization, it also works while live streaming. With the 4K video at 120 frames per second, you've got more flexibility for slowing down your shots. And again, the stabilization is great. And just in case you're curious about what it looks like when Hyper Smooth is off, here's a quick clip of the camera mounted on my bike helmet. One side we have the stabilization turned off and the other on, and you can really see the difference. I don't need to tell you which one's which. Now, the video is sharp and detailed, even in mixed indoor lighting like I had in the theme and water parks. And GoPro says you should see improvements in low light outdoor scenes like dusk and sunset. But in my experience, the low light video indoors was soft and noisy still, but that's not unusual for a small 23.6 megapixel sensor. All the video tools that GoPro added with the Hero 9 are here in the Hero 10. So things like schedule and duration captures and hindsight, which stores a video buffer so you don't miss anything before you hit record, those are all here in the Hero 10. So you can check out my video for the Hero 9 Black and watch more about those. Now, the design is pretty much unchanged too from the Hero 9, so except for the bright blue lettering that's on the Hero 10 Black. The battery is the same between the Hero 10 Black and the Hero 9, so those two will work, and so are the GoPro mods that they created for the Hero 9, so those will all work on the Hero 10, like the medium mod that adds additional ports and a shotgun mic, and the max lens mod, which gives you an ultra wide angle view. Now, GoPro did upgrade the lens cover, and it now uses a hydrophobic water shedding glass. So if you're familiar with the old lick the lens trick to get water to run off, well, those days are now over with this lens. It totally works. I had a number of clips ruined over the years from a water drop being in the middle of the lens, and it didn't happen once with the Hero 10 Black. And since both cameras have the same lens mount, you can get one of those hydrophobic lenses for $20 to use on the Hero 9. So basically, compared to the Hero 9 Black, the Hero 10 Black has a photo resolution up to 23 megapixels, up from 20, video resolution up to 5.3K at 60 frames per second and 4K at 120 frames per second, and you get the latest Hypersmooth 4.0 image stabilization. There are a few other improvements like a smoother live preview experience on the front screen and better touch sensitivity on the back, and you can now offload your content to your phone using a USB-C cable. Now, what about pricing? So the Hero 10 Black is $499, but if you buy direct from GoPro and sign up for the subscription service, which is included, GoPro knocks $100 off, so it's just $399 for the camera. The subscription service gives you unlimited cloud backups at original quality, damaged camera replacement, discounts on GoPro accessories and gear, and access to GoPro's premium live streaming platform. And that all sounded like a really nice sales pitch, but I'll tell you what, I've been using it for just wireless backups because it makes sharing clips and photos easier. When you plug in the camera to charge, the camera automatically connects to your Wi-Fi network and starts to back up. And again, all that's included and lowers the price of the camera by $100. After a year, if you like the service and decide to keep it, it's just $50 for the year. Now, current subscribers can get $100 off a Hero 10 Black too. The Hero 9 and 8 stay in the lineup along with the 360 Max camera, and each of those gets a price reduction if you buy them from GoPro.com and sign up for the included service. So that's the GoPro Hero 10 Black in a nutshell. I've been waiting for 4K at 120 frames per second, and it's definitely nice to have, as is the improved image stabilization. But if I had a Hero 9 Black, I'd probably wait a year to see what else GoPro can do with the new GP2 processor. Now, if you've got a Hero 7 or a Hero 8 Black, those features might be too good to pass up now, and it might be a good time to upgrade. I've still got more testing to do on it, but let me know what you think in the comments. You can check out more details on the camera on CNET.com. I'm Josh Goldman. Thanks for watching.